Here, Better Investing. Today is Wednesday, February 19th, 2025. We'll look at the market. Some things kind of came in at the end. Trump mentioned that he's looking to cut the defense spending by 8% per year for the next 5 years. And we did kind of have a little bit of reaction there on some stocks. Market kind of, I'd say they kind of digested that pretty well. But we'll have to kind of see what goes on tomorrow. But I'll kind of go over a few trades I took today. One trade was definitely a rare trade. Even though I had the move and I was up, I think my eyes just got a little too big, and I let it reverse, and I actually gave back all the profits, and I ended up having a losing trade, and that's something that you just don't want to do. Let's just do a quick look at SPY. So overall with SPY, right, we kind of again, as we can see here, again I have this trend line. Let's see if I go here to the weekly. All right, could I tighten this up just a little bit more? Probably so. Something like that. All right, let's just try to get it as tight as I can. All right, it's kind of like your trend line to the upside. All right, let me just do this. Oh man. All right, something like that. All right, so if we go back here to the daily, let's close some of these damn tabs because I don't know what's going on. Close without saving. All right, so we go back here to the daily. So yeah, even though we closed that, we closed at all-time highs yet again. Pretty impressive overall for the market. Just chugging along. If you remember, I did kind of say like, hey, the advanced decline line is kind of supporting this, and we can kind of see it here that the advanced decline line is still kind of supporting this move. Even though today we were kind of pulling back a little bit. Let me see if I could stretch this out a little bit. There we go. Right now today, it didn't kind of support this move to the upside, but overall, we do have a powerful move up on the advanced decline line since around, I guess, end of January, right, where the advanced decline line was continuing higher. So we got to see what happens tomorrow. That'll be Thursday, but overall market still looks pretty positive. Again, we look at here from a weekly perspective. I mean, what are we complaining about? Market is still trending higher. Right, there was little concerns here. Right, we were kind of losing the 9 on the weekly, but again, recapturing it and putting in higher lows. It's pretty positive. Let's just go take a quick look at some things real fast. See what's going on. Let's go ahead and take this off real fast. All right. So market's kind of breaking out, right? We have our little breakout spot here on the market. Right now, what we want to see again is, like I mentioned, I'm just going to keep drawing this out, so I'll be mindful of is that okay. We broke out, right? We broke out. Right now, the question is, are we going to come back and retest this spot and go higher, or are we going to see a deeper pullback? Perhaps we pop, right? Hey, there's a lot of areas for this thing to continue higher, or we get like some sort of bearish price action, chart pattern that gives a little bit of pause for concern. But right now, though, I am swinging a 613 call for Friday. I was up, probably like 30%. I'm not too sure if this thing's gonna work out, but I'm just kind of working with some profits from today. But overall, market doesn't look too bad. Let's go look at QQQ. QQQ, kind of the same thing. Again, we had that little reaction today, later into the day, but we didn't close at all-time highs. But we kind of popped there, wicked a little bit above it. But still, it's really nothing too concerning here. Pullbacks is really what we want to see. we want to see if those pullbacks, get brought up. Um, for me, looking here just from the chart, I think, on QQQ, what you want to watch is probably right up in here. Um, this previous lower high. See if we want to pull back and tap into the EMA 9 on the daily and get brought up. Right, kind of signifies a higher low and continuation potentially. But nothing really too concerned here. I'll go over real quick some of the two trades I took today, and honestly, I'll probably fucking take this trade again. But next time, I'll probably like tighten up on my stop. So the thing that I was really looking for on this SMCI, and I think where I kind of failed to probably recognize is that this maybe it is a parabolic short, but this is a stock that's been beaten down, right? It's been beaten down. It pretty much reset, right? Kind of reset it here into the 200 weekly chart, and I want to say the 200 weekly is like the average over the last 4 years or so. But this thing pulled back and it just been ripping higher, and again, one of my setups that I like to use is really just looking at how extended a stock is. So from an if you look down here from an RSI perspective, it's fitting my criteria because it's 80, it's sitting at 80, which is a signal that perhaps it's overbought. And now overbought, or does it have momentum? That's where I think things get a little bit mumble jumbled in terms of like people trying to say, oh well, it's overbought, but really it's just signifying momentum. But the other things that I'm able to pile into this is that, okay, it is extended, it is gapping up 3 days in a row, which is one of the criteria I look for in terms of a parabolic short, and it is gapping up 3 days in a row. Like I said, it is outside of its Bollinger Bands, and if you look here again from the average true range from the 20, the average true range is about $4. Yesterday it closed around here. It closed at 56.23 and it opened up at 59, so it exhausts about $3 or so worth of his range. I guess I should have been looking for about $4, right? So if let's do that real fast. So if that range on this is like $4 and that's the close right here, now where does $4 take us? Right around here. Right around there is kind of where it takes us at. So let's do this. All right, just going to bring that over a little bit. Right, so what I was looking for here was for the pop and reject over the highs kind of thing and kind of break VWAP. And that's kind of what we got here early in the afternoon or early in the morning. Right, we did pop high, and as you can see, we kind of stalled out, rejected, kind of put in a bearish engulfing candle on the 5 minute. But when we lost VWAP, this is where I took it, and I'm in this for about 15 minutes dancing around, and I'm like, man, I have ways to go in this, right? I could potentially take this down to the prior day's lows, right? $50, and I had the 57s. And I'm like, man, this can really turn into a big win. And it got brought up at the yesterday's close area, right? Yesterday's close as well as yesterday's gap fill, right? This is a gap fill. The bull stepped in, right? And I let this thing actually reverse all the way, and not only I gave it even more room because I'm watching it here. I'm saying, okay, we got a rejection at 1025, right? Maybe we can sell back down because I was a little red here. And I'm letting it play out, and then it just does this, right? And then eventually I stop out on it. So I took a loss there. The next level I really had was 67.10, but it looks like it had some news towards the end of the day. I think this was that Pentagon news, right? And the stock kind of sold off. So it is what it is. So the thing that I did take today to the long side was this. You can see here was this Tesla. And if you watched the video from yesterday, I kind of called this out really. Right, you can't really see it here on the 65-minute chart, but really, like when I threw up the pre-market price, it was pretty much not a bad look considering how it was flagging after coming all the way down to 320 and kind of doing this, right, consolidating. And then this candle right here at the open is what really caught my interest. And I don't like to chase. I try to get a solid entry. And I was able to buy this up off of that 358.64 location, which I talked about this as an area that we wicked off from beneath, a couple of days ago, probably back here where we kind of wicked off of it, right? You can see as we tested here, right? We break straight through it. We're kind of holding here, right? We kind of lose it, recover it. You can kind of see that level, and the EMA 20 sits right there as well. All right, we wick right off of it, right? We break down, and then this morning, we just rip right through it, slice right through it. And you can see, not only did it get brought up right here, when I had that Pentagon news, it also got brought up, undercut at that area, and reclaimed and finished back pretty much. I mean, it didn't really recover that entire move, but it somewhat did. So, that was my big trade today. I went pretty. I definitely went a good size in these with the 360s, right, and this got a nice move up. And for me, the way I like to trade, and this is why I'm a little upset how I traded SMCI, because I'm letting this work, right? It's not breaking the prior candle's low this entire way up until we break this low right here at 1225, and this is when I get out. So if we go back to SMCI, I'm letting this trade work, and again, I think I got too big eye on it. I'm in here. When this candle breaks right here, I should be out. Right? Because it's no longer making lower lows and lower highs. I should be out here, and just take it as what it was, right? I think the problem that I had was that, maybe just a fake pop, and then it's gonna roll over. Or I could have let it close, right? But I was like, no, I don't want to let. I freaked out there. Thinking that they were still gonna probably can continue down. And I'm like, I'm even looking I'm looking at here, and I'm like, all right, we're rejecting the moving average from underneath. All right, potentially we're gonna go a little bit lower. No, that doesn't happen. And that's a part of trading. It's kind of understanding what you did wrong. But yeah, I would say it was a solid setup. I could have made money, but I didn't execute correctly. So some of the other things I did sell off with this Rocket Lab. Again, I told people I want to see this break down while the market is breaking down. We finally just lost this 200-day or this 50-day moving average, and we have the EMA 9 and the 20 crossing over. Right? You can kind of see this choppy price action where it's just waking up here to 30, 80, 30, 70, right? Not really showing any real strength here. And then we kind of got that break of the 50. I want to see if this is going to have some continuation. I will admit I did take the 26 puts for this week. I got 2 of them. All right, this is one. I don't really like to swing unless I'm in profit, but I want to see if this has any potential continuation. They do have some contracts with the government, specifically with, I wouldn't say the Pentagon, but with some sort of defense agencies that maybe fall under maybe not. Yeah, they probably do fall under the Department of Defense. Maybe some of your mid-tier ones, but nothing significant, like a big Navy. I'm not too sure. I think what I seen. Hold on, I just had it up. All right, so the SDA, Space Development Agency, U.S. Space Force contracts, so this DOD, U.S. Air Force Engine Development, that's DOD, right? So yeah, they have some exposure to some DOD contracts, and this did have that reaction from when that news came out from Trump, right? And it did sell off. Did it recover that move? No, not really. Now, the thing is, what I was looking for to see, because I have a listing of defense stocks, or I pretty much have every sector and some of the big players in it. I'm not sure where I got ASTS, but yeah, ASTS, I think they have some exposure to some DoD contracts. That did sell off. Boeing, no reaction there, and I think that's because, they're good to go. But, General Dynamics, right, got brought up. GE kind of had that reaction, kind of got brought up a little bit, not really. But we go look at Lockheed Martin, really your true player, this got brought up. Northing Grumman, right? somewhat brought up, not really. And let's go check out Raytheon. Or no, this is not Raytheon. Where's Raytheon? Where's Raytheon? What's the ticker symbol for Raytheon? Gotta look this up. All right, so the ticker symbol for Raytheon is RTX. So I do have that correct. This is Raytheon, right? Didn't really get brought all the way up, but yeah, I mean overall, yeah, it was little. Again, that's why you gotta have your ears to the ground when fucking Trump is out here, because he just he'll say some shit and the market will react. Um, let's go take a look at some other stocks real fast. I don't really have anything on my. Oh, it was Palantir as well. That thing got freaking smoked. Um, Sitting here at 110. I know some people that played this today. I just didn't really see the short setup here unless you played this news. Cause where is it at? Um, you want to play a bear flag later into the end of the day. Okay, I mean, I'm not saying I haven't done something like that, but I mean, a bear flag in a stock that's trending up this high, uh, mm, don't really see it. I think what I guess I would say was a potential, if you already had it marked out, was particularly like this trend line, right? Now as it breaks here at 121, you got your alert. You say, oh, I need to go. All right, I need to go. You probably won't go no longer dated, and see what happens. But yeah, that's pretty much like right it. I mean, yeah, you get your alert. You like, oh, I'm in this. I'm stop at this previous candle high. You might want to go longer dated, give a little bit of room, but or you go just go small. But yeah, this is a 10-point move. That's fantastic for the people that caught it. I just didn't see a short setup on it. I mean, what is the setup that you're going to try to take this short? Considering like this broke out of this right here at 84.50 off of earnings reaction. Um, yeah, I think there's a chance that the dips get bought. I think we'll probably wait to see what happens around here, around this $100 location, and the EMA 20. I mean, relatively strong stock, and those type of stocks get brought up. Let's see what else is out here. Carvana look like it's getting smoked in the after hours. Hindenburg talked about this in accounting irregularities. Looks like maybe that's showing its hand now, but yeah, down 60, down about $30 or so after hours. Um, don't really see anything there. Wingstop. Let me see what happened with Wingstop. I know someone had this on their radar. Did this ever? Yeah, this continue lower. Um, their options are trash. Like the spreads on them are like $100. I'm not even interested in like looking at those. What else we got out here, people? Let's check out this NEE. I think I mentioned this. Right, this probably triggers for you to take. You should be in this right here. Well, if it stopped right below there, not bad for the target back up to here. It's not a bad look. Not a bad look if you're looking to take this. I'm gonna keep this on my. I got it on my watch list already. Powell, god damn, lost the 200 again. This is the spot I was wanting to see if it's going to defend. Didn't really give me anything that I liked, but I wanted to see it kind of like what happens here if it wanted to defend. But as you can see, doesn't really look too good, too promising. Let's go look at some of the stocks that I'm currently invested in. I'm still in this VST. I bought this knife down here at like 139. I am getting smoked in this marijuana stock, but this is a longer term play. Probably gonna grab some more, then sell some cover calls against it. Still in Moderna. Do like this bounce here. Think it's just a longer term play. Still in Grab, still in AMD. I'm not in Oxy anymore. I told you when I got out of there. I'm not in CLF. I'm still in Oscar. I'm still in Uber. Those are just some of my newer plays. Um, let's see what else we got out here. Like what did bag in the market? So home builders, starting to show its hand again. Back down here to this spot. Um, right, kind of see the choppiness there. So let's go check out like PMH. Where's the home builders at? Oh, let's go check out what did this have any continuation today? No, it did not have any continuation. Kind of an inside day. Um, yeah, I think you still gotta watch this. Anything else out here? So Corana's getting small. Let me check this out. Is this set up for another short? Nope. Oh, at the 200 day, but no. It's Alibaba. They got earnings tomorrow. Going to be an interesting tell. See what happens with them tomorrow morning. A-Lab. I want to say this looked like a short up here. I don't really see anything now. ARM. Turd Burglar. Not bad. Not bad. I think you can still watch it. What else is out here? It's going through now. We'll check out these stocks. Market closed at 612.90 right now. After market's down about 70 cents. Not much. Intel big day gap down. This is like you get one of those inside days. This thing probably chop around now and smoke most of those call buyers for the weeklies. I got a little bit of action on the semis. You know, like QCOM. Fuck SMCI. It's TSM. I keep watching that. Now I'm just looking. Let's continue down. Let's check out Coinbase. I would say I'm a little bearish on it, but it's hard to really trade this. You know, I had a $5 move. I'm pretty sure it wasn't like a trendy $5 move. Yeah. A&F, man. You heard me talk about A&F. I said this move is probably over with. And where I messed up at, and it's just me. I don't really like the swing contracts unless I'm positive. I think I took it this day right here. I had the 110s, and this was January 16th. I had the 110s, probably well too far out the money. And I got stopped out that next day. I think I tried it again, maybe this day, and even like when this day happened, they didn't fucking move, and then it finally gets to move. And this is why you gotta stay close to the money, people. Yeah, I think this move is probably over. Like, look all this space underneath. All right, it's just straight vertical. Like when you have such verticality in a move, it's very hard for buyers to step in. Definitely. Your technicians, like your chartists, that are going to look at this and they're going to say, I mean, damn, this doesn't really have any support until probably back here, right? $50 or so. I mean, you can kind of see that, right? Breaks out, retests this 48 location, rips higher, unless it's an undercut of this previous pivot right here. Next spot to really look is the 200 weekly. But yeah, this is just straight selling down. I think I talked about this. I said I thought it was a short, and then I'm like, man, this thing it want to break out. It did give that opportunity. It didn't really give the opportunity to. Hey, leave the lights alone. So, they say have kids. That's what they say. Um, Nothing here. Let's go check crowd. I think crowd's reporting soon. Beginning of March, so a couple weeks. Data dog. Sitting here hovering around the 200. Had their earnings gap down. Hmm. Again, this could be one of those earnings situations where like they have their earnings, they undercut this gap, sort of like what UPST did. So you remember I talked about UPST when it did this, right? Kind of undercutted that gap fill from the previous earnings, and kind of legged his way higher. So maybe we want to keep an eye on Lulu. Two different sectors, right? But maybe you want to keep an eye, see if it does that. Let me go here and check out DocuSign while I'm at it. I haven't looked at this in a while. Um, See if it wants to undercut this gap again. Uh, but yeah, that's really about it. I'll probably have to look at some stuff more in detail today. I did notice some of the application stocks. Um, okay, I'm getting somewhere here on this Monday. All right, we can let this build out. All right, again, just to kind of show you, what these pullbacks can do. I talked about this being a potential move. Right now, it's at 48. The year we're in right here at 45.60. Right, letting this happen, letting this move work. You don't got to take options all the time. You can just take the shares. Solar Edge, um, not bad, not bad, not bad. Earnings, but sold off yet again. It tends to do that. I think everyone's just waiting to see what First Solar says on their call. Um, yeah, that's really about it. I don't really have much else to say right now. I mean, you just gotta take stabs at stuff. Like this was probably take a stab. Not. Let me step back. This is definitely borderline like, yo, what are you doing? Because like, but you got a very tight stop. Only thing you're you're going up against is if it gaps down. Um, but it's still a very very tight stop. Like if you take it, okay, it breaks. Right, takes it over that. You pitch your stop right underneath there. You're risking like 30 something cents, and I mean, even here is 80 cents, right? So say you buy 200 shares, right? You're risking $70 to capture 160, or that 160, right? Now I can turn it to 300 if you're able to kind of scale out up here into like 4, right? At a psych spot. That wouldn't have been a bad trade. Just gotta take stabs at stuff and just manage your risk. Um, okay. I didn't really. I know somebody said this is a parabolic short. I didn't really see it. Didn't really gap up 3 days in a row. Kind of went red to green here. Didn't really see like the parabolic short there. Um, yeah, that's really about it. I don't really have too much. Serve. They had some news today, but this I don't think you guys should be entertaining a stock like this. Definitely, they got earnings coming up. Probably need to wait it out, see what happens with their earnings. Oh, it's funny. Gave back its move. Okay. We need to watch this because I want to say Nvidia has actually took a took a took a position in this. So we need to watch this. Yeah, because like Nvidia announced that they had a position in this. Probably good to keep an eye on this for sure. Mm. Hard to swing these unless you're already in position. Let me see this G side. I think this had a split. It did have a split. This had a reverse split. These type of stocks can get moving. They do a reverse split. So what's their float now? You don't make no money, but their float is now 76 million. So this can probably move. Probably a good idea to keep an eye on this after it's split. Oh, I gotta get ready to go. Wife got a call coming up. All right, guys. Peace. God bless.